So today you're introduced to this idea of using type. Now, unfortunately, we're still stuck with a little bit of Gravit here, but a lot of the same ideas and concepts still apply. So first thing we're going to do is access our Gravit file. Let's talk about making type. So in Adobe Illustrator, it is called a type tool. In Gravit, it is called a text tool. It does the same thing. It makes words, okay? In Illustrator, it just looks very similar. It's the letter T up here. To make type, all you have to do is click on the type tool. You can either click down or make a box. I like to click and make a box. So what I'm asking you to do is write out a line from your favorite current song and make sure the line has at least 5 words and it does not contain profanity. We're going to edit it so that the color is our favorite color. So to do that, let's say I type my line. Let's pretend this is some amazing line from a song. I can highlight it with my type tool activated or my black arrow. I can go over here to the right and I have the option here for color. In Illustrator, it would just be my fill. Okay, let's pretend this is the color I would like to use. Okay, next thing I'm going to ask you to do is edit the type so it follows the following settings. So in Illustrator, you would use the character panel. This is our equivalent to a character panel. It just means you're editing the character or the type you're working with. So let's find this type. It says Andika New Basic. We click that little arrow here. We find it. It says the weight is regular. The size is 21. We can type that in. And everything else here is kind of the same, doesn't matter. And that's all you're doing for part 1. It's just letting me know that you know how to create and edit some type. Now for part 2, we're going to take this idea of type and pictures because it's something that works quite often together. For this, you're going to have to type out each letter individually. If you have Illustrator, this works as a whole group, but unfortunately on Gravit, we have to do one letter at a time. So I'm going to type the letter E, and I'm going to change the font to Anton. It's a nice bold font, and the size to 60 because I want a pretty large letter. Okay, you can make it any color you want. I'm going to copy and paste this. The pasting will show up right on top, okay? And I'm going to do the next letter X. Copy and paste again and repeat this until I have every letter for the word explode. Okay, now once I have all those letters, I'm going to work on taking the letter from being typed to a picture. That way we can edit it like a picture. Now in Illustrator, it is called creating outlines. In Gravit, it's something a little different. To do this, we select our letter, we go up to modify, we hit paths, and then we hit convert to path. So it's taking it from a picture to something that we can like take apart. Okay, we're going to repeat that for each one of these. There's also a quick way of doing it by selecting it and right up here, convert to path if that's easier for you. This little like zigzaggy button. Now that each one of these has been converted to a picture, a path, I'm going to take it and I'm going to resize and rotate things so that I can make it look like that. Like I can make the word explode look like it's exploding. So I'm going to try to match it similar to this. So the E at the end is really large and rotated one way. The D is rotated another. And again, you're just taking, resizing, rotating, and arranging things. Okay, until you have something that looks like that. Part 3 is really similar to part 2, it's just you get more unique words. You're going to pick 2 words below, and just like you did before, type each letter out individually so it's its own box, right? So for example, the word clock, a C, a L, just like that, separate. And you'll see that each one of the words has kind of had the word make a picture of that word, it's wordception. And you're going to use the same idea. Make your type, convert it to a path, and then edit it. Get as creative as you want. Make sure you save, and when you are done, you're going to share this with me as a JPEG by going to File, Export, Export as JPEG. Good luck.